this is obviously something that we've been promoting or advocating for a while. I think just in general, what I would say for those listening is to keep in mind just two real big trends, both of which are very well known. Number one is on the expense side, is that there's been this competition for really good quality talent. So there's competition for labor. We have seen in our data that's driving up, or at least we believe it's driving up some of the compensation expenses at a pretty steady clip year on year. And so in your mind, again, kind of hold the idea that compensation expenses are creeping upwards. We think it's fundamentally about a mismatch between supply and demand for really good people. On the revenue side, this is easier to get out. Obviously, 2021 was one of the best years ever for a lot of the firms that we serve. It'd be nice if they were all like 2021. Unfortunately, 2022 is certainly not going to work out nearly as well. We're kind of losing the sort of tailwind from the market. Market returns are obviously going to be a lot worse this year, so we're losing this revenue dividend. You kind of put those things together, you've got steadily rising compensation expenses, you've got pressure on the top line, and what you find is that if you were to do nothing at all for this year, or to do nothing at all next year preemptively, what you'd expect is margins to come down. And so there's a real pressure to kind of replace, if you will, some of that lost dividend from the markets. Now, obviously, you can go out and hire really talented salespeople. I'm sure everybody is really focused on doing that. However, again, that's a strategy that's fairly expensive. And so one of the things that we're really focused on here at Wise is the other things that you could do to grow your top line. We just talked briefly about retention. You asked about return on assets. I think about it as kind of realization. How much revenue do you realize per dollar of assets? How much revenue do you realize per account? Revenue do you realize per client relationship?